Alright guys, so here we are. This is our first and last morning at the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. I'm here with Alex, who's pissed because I had him take a bunch of pictures. So today's our last actual day in Singapore. We're gonna go to the island, to the beach. Hopefully it gets a little bit sunnier. And then after that we're gonna check into our new hotel and we're leaving tomorrow for Myanmar. So we're just enjoying the very last minutes of this gorgeous view and this infinity pool. We had an amazing time, but unfortunately it has to come to an end. So yeah, but we're really excited about what's to come. So yeah. Alright guys, so we're currently in the Haw Par Villa, which is a Buddhist theme park. So basically they have a bunch of like scenes and statues that represent different gods and goddesses and scenes of history of the religion. It's kind of creepy, and it is known for being creepy because it was built so long ago and it's free entry, and basically it's never been renovated. So the sculptures and the statues are just being like, they're basically rotten and falling to pieces. So as you can see, it's just very kind of creepy. It looks like an abandoned theme park of some kind. It's kind of interestingly creepy though. I will say though, it is interesting because it teaches a lot about the history of the religion and the gods and goddesses and the history of Singapore. So if you're ever here in the city, it's not in any guides. We found it on Atlas Obscura, which is a website that has unusual attractions. And we always check it out when we're traveling because we always check like very touristy spots, but then we always check Atlas Obscura and it was on there. It's free, so yeah, it's cute. So we'll show you around. Come with us. Ooh. So like I said, the guys who opened the park are actually from Burma, yeah. Myanmar, previously Burma, and they moved here in Singapore, created the tiger balm, which is very popular, and then decided for some reason to open this. Some parts are like completely abandoned and are forbidden to the public. Alex is kind of wanting to go and check it out, but I feel like we might get in trouble, and this is Singapore, so if you get arrested, well, there you go. Trespassers will be referred to the police, and honey, this is Singapore, you really don't want to go to jail. 45? 45 European, 12 US. I think it's a little bit big for me. What do you think? Alex is a sushi. Are you comfortable?
Not at all.
So as you can see, the park was quite popular in the 70s and 80s, and now it's literally empty. How sad. Very interesting, because I love abandoned parks, but when you think about it, there's something so eerie about it. Hey guys, okay, so as you can see, I'm in a different hotel room. The reason for that is we arrived at the Atlantis Pods, like you've previously seen before. They looked great, they looked fun. It was kind of what we expected visually, and it was more for like the visual experience. But when we got there, we unpacked our bags, and then we realized that the mattresses were yellow, and there was hair on the sheets, and the shared bathrooms were absolutely disgusting. Again, for the price, we didn't expect a high standard. I think it was like $15 a night, so I think for the money it is worth it. But yeah, I think we were just excited by the experience when we booked it. The photos on booking.com were probably from 10 years ago because they looked pristine. They didn't even have ladders that led to the upper bunks, which so I'm assuming they took them like before they even opened, and they've probably been online for 10 years. But since then, I'm sure a lot of people have slept there, and it was just gross. So again, for the money, if people can't really afford and are traveling on a budget, it's definitely I guess a good deal. But for us, it was more for the visual experience. But there's no way we're sleeping on dirty mattresses and hairy sheets. So very last minute, we decided to zip our bags, pack our bags, and book a very last minute hotel room. So here we are. We are still around Little India, I think. So it is a really tiny bedroom, but again, very comfortable. It'll do the trick. It didn't really matter because we have a very short night. We have to leave at 6 tomorrow morning, to wake up at 6 and leave at 7 tomorrow morning. We are flying to Yangon, Rangoon, Myanmar, very early, and we wanted to make sure we are going to take a tour of the airport and the shopping center. So yeah, didn't matter. So it's time for us to go to bed, and we will be right with you tomorrow when we wake up to head to Burma. For the very first time, we're so very excited. We're spending 10 days in Burma. It is basically the whole reason for our trip, so we're super excited. So anyway, we're gonna go to bed. We're absolutely exhausted, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye!
Somewhere in Asia.
Somewhere where?
Singapore, airport.
What is this?
My back home.
You can say that on YouTube.
Oh shit.
So we're here at the Jewel at the Singapore airport. And why?
Because our flight got delayed of 10 hours.
Because they changed our flight and they moved it 10 hours from now and they didn't notify us, so we are having to wait 10 hours before we go to Myanmar. But at least we're getting to see this. So yeah, I guess we're gonna do a little walking around, a little shopping. We might go to the spa because we have 8 hours to kill now. And hopefully we will be flying to Burma today. Are you okay? Look at Alex. Woo!
I'm afraid of heights. So I'd rather not watch.
Alex is afraid of heights, and I don't know if you can see, there's about 5 stories under us. Alright guys, so here we are at the airport in Singapore. Like I said earlier, our flight was delayed 10 hours without anyone notifying us. We love that. But anyway, so we've been doing pretty much anything we can do at this point. We walked around the airport, we went to both mazes, we went to the bridge. It was amazing. So there are a lot of things to do to entertain yourself if you have a long layover. But we still have 3 hours to kill, so we found a rooftop pool on top of the airport. How crazy is that? So here we are at the pool. We're gonna stay here for like 3 hours until we have to go through security. You can literally see the tarmac with the planes Isn't that crazy? Anyway, so we are kind of bummed though that we are losing an entire day in Rangoon. The reason we picked that flight is because it was leaving at 9:30 in the morning, and then we had all day to visit and do whatever we wanted to do. We basically lost an entire day. We're not complaining because, you know, this is an amazing place and we had a really good time, but that means that we have to cut our trip to Rangoon short. Instead of 3 days, we have like 2 days basically. So we're gonna have to do a lot of walking, but we're really excited. All right, hi. Hi. So here we are. Where are we going?
Burma.
Burma. Where is that?
In Burma.
Alright.
Southeast Asia.
Yeah, we have a 3-hour flight.
There's 1 hour and a half of time change.
Yes. So yeah, next time we'll be in Rangoon, Burma. See you in a bit.